Hello Capricorn, it's June 2020. I'm Dodici here with your Oracle Express, your horoscope for the month of June. And as you can see from the heading, you need to work with retrograde planets to improve your life. People are actually quite terrified. You've heard of the retrograde Mercury. We're going to have a retrograde Mercury this month, but right now you've got Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, all retrograde. Venus is an important planet this month. You've got to work with this planet because it rules your 10th house, this upper part of the horoscope, which is your career. And around the 6th, just keep your eye on the moon here as it swings around here. You're going to see that there's a full moon in your 12th house influencing the retrograde Venus and the Sun. Sun had just recently crossed over the last few days of the month of May, and this is combustion. So it's really done sometimes what we consider a bit of damage to the professional prospects. Full moon there takes place on the 6th. And so that's casting a light on this. This is why I'm saying you've got to work with these retrograde planets. You can't bury your head in the sand and run away from this problem. This 6th house also now has the karmic point here that's just moved into this area here with your career planet and also the natural significator of career, which is the Sun. So you can see that in this 6th house, we call this a growing house. There's a revision here, a necessity maybe even to stop everything, get out of the car if you're going in the wrong direction, and reorient yourself. I think that's an important component. Here we see Moon travels across this retrograde Pluto, Jupiter and Saturn around the 8th, 9th and 10th. This is a finance sector. It can be a rather solemn couple of days here trying to work on your finances, but that's going to help these planets until, as always, but wait, there's more. The moon makes its contact here in the 3rd house of contracts with Mars and Neptune. Your hands are tied at the moment to some extent, Capricorn, because of this Mars and Neptune. That may have something to do with your home, some additional responsibilities there that are precluding you from really moving forward in the way that you would like to. The Neptune combination shows us that you've got the vision of what you want, but Mars as the action planet in this 3rd house shows us that you're being hamstrung by someone or some circumstance. I dare say it's got to do with this workplace scenario because most of the energy and especially the retrogression is to do with your career planet. The retrogression of Venus also has to do with love, and most of us are going to be experiencing this. It is the natural significator of love affairs, and therefore you need to revise pretty much everything that's going on as we all are under this COVID emergency. So you have to be creative, and that's shown by the movement of the moon here in progressive conjunction of Uranus there in this 5th house around the 17th and 18th. Here the workplace scenario is again punctuated by the transit of the moon past the retrograde Venus, then the North Node, and then it moves into the new moon phase as the Sun moves into the sign of Cancer on the 21st. There it is there, 21st, 22nd, the new moon. That is the relationship part of your horoscope. And although Mercury is retrograde there, you'll notice that just in the last few days of the month, it's going to go direct. So a new approach to the relationship, your business partnerships, you should make no apologies. If you've done the proper, I call it reconnaissance, if you've gone through and done the revision and gone back over your old notes and you find that things aren't quite right, here's your opportunity in the new moon and through this phase to identify those parts that you need changed. You may need to drive a hard bargain, shown by this tough conjunction here, Mars to the node, that shows you may be challenged by the general consensus. Your opinions may also be out of step with others. You may be thinking of things being a certain way when in fact they're completely different. So you need to keep an open mind. If the general consensus is against you, the best advice I can give you is to just be quiet. Silence is golden under those circumstances. There's the transit of the moon in the last couple of days of the month in the upper part of your horoscope there. Again, bringing to the fore the issues of your work. Look here how in those last few days, sorry, I was meaning Venus, not Mercury, when I said it would move forward. There it is, it's moved forward. A perfect end of the month. You may not pick up quite enough steam, but I'm going to get onto that next month when we catch up again. And I'll talk to you about this forward movement of Venus. It at least gives you some hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel for you as you come to the closure of the month of June. Also, too, have a look at the fourth ruler, Mars, moving into the fourth house. That's a very dynamic one, bringing a lot of energy back into your family life. That's going to carry over into next month, which we'll talk about when I see you again. In the meantime, get your daily, monthly, yearly, and got the weekly fix for you if you'd like to have a look at how this fits with everything else that's going on. We've got free psychic readings there, the oracles. Yours truly, if you'd like a more detailed analysis, drop me a line, and please don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye now.